What's up, you guys? It's your girl Asia, aka Boss Beauty, back with another video. I would love for you to stick around by clicking that subscribe button, so be sure to click that subscribe button before you leave, and also click the bell beside it, making sure you never miss another upload. So you guys, this is going to be a requested video. I got a video request. I get a lot of video requests in my DMs, so I'm gonna add their Instagram name if I can find it. Give me a second. Oh, their Instagram name is and I hope I don't mess this up. Their Instagram name is Noble Page Patrick. If you can't already tell by the title, today's video is going to be 20 things not to say or do to a wheelchair user. So today's video is going to be all about wheelchair etiquette, what not to do, what not to say, things like that. As you can see, I'm in a different setup. I'm actually on my bed. I felt like this was more, you know, comfortable, more personal, because one, I've already taken down like my backdrop and everything, my lights, because I'm moving. If y'all don't already know, I'm moving soon, so all of my equipment is pretty much down. So this is why I'm going to be filming on my bed for maybe the next couple videos, I don't know. So disclaimer, the things I'm going to mention in this video do not necessarily apply to everyone that uses a wheelchair. This is mostly things that I have experienced myself from being a wheelchair user and just having friends who, you know, kind of can relate to the things that I go through. So before we get to the video, be sure to follow me on all of my social media. I be on social media and y'all should follow me, so it'll be in the description box down below and on the screen right now. This video is not to be spiteful at all. It's really not even that deep. I just found it kind of amusing when I was listing things. I was like, wow, like, there's a lot of things out here that people be saying and doing, and they really don't even realize that it's kind of, sort of, kind of disrespectful, or kind of, sort of like something you shouldn't say. It makes things kind of awkward or whatever. So anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna get into number one. Number one, do not get offended when you offer help to someone who uses a wheelchair and they politely decline, okay? That's number one. Because from personal experience, I know a lot of people try to help me, and I'm very independent, to me, in my opinion. So I would just much rather do things on my own, because I have already established a certain way of doing things anyway. So if you're trying to help someone in a wheelchair and they just don't want your help, don't try to force your help on someone, because 9 times out of 10 it's just not gonna go well. So for example, say you're at work and you're just, you know, doing your job like you normally do, like you've always been doing, whatever your job description is, and one of your coworkers comes over and they're trying to help you do your job, and you know, kind of politely tell them like, nah, I got it, I'm fine, thank you, and they just like start doing your job for you anyway, you know, like it's kind of like that. So it's just like it's like a respect thing. If someone does not want your help, just be okay with it, just okay. Number two, do not walk up to someone in a wheelchair and ask them, can they walk? Obviously, if they are in a wheelchair, they're either not capable of walking or cannot walk yet. That's number two. Do not ask someone in a wheelchair if they can walk or not. Oh my gosh. Number three, do not push someone in a chair without permission. Oh my gosh. So this obviously does not apply to children and babies, but like, what? I know we all probably look like we need help getting around, but a lot of us are very independent and we don't need anyone to push us for us without our permission. That's very weird, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I hate that. That's like my biggest pet peeve, someone pushing me. Do not push me. If I ask you to push me, please don't push me. Please don't push me. Unless it's up a hill and I ask you, or I give you that look and you know we here with it, don't push me. Number four, this kind of applies to like when you're dating someone or you're trying to get to know someone in a wheelchair. Do not ask this question: can you have sex and can you feel it? Oh my gosh. For one, that is very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. Especially if you aren't even like to that point where that would even be like up for discussion. Do not ask someone, can they have sex? Everyone can have sex. everyone. Okay, your grandma's having sex, so don't ask someone can they have sex, and do not ask someone can they feel it, unless y'all are having like a very intimate, deep conversation and you feel that they would be comfortable even talking about that. Do not ask someone that, okay? All right, number 5, do not stare. Oh my gosh, I know people are gonna stare, like, but if you can help it, don't stare at someone. You shouldn't be staring at anybody, actually. But you know, like, that's just manners. That's just common courtesy. Don't stare at somebody. Oh my gosh. If it's a child, I can understand. Like, children look at me sometimes and they stare at me. But like a grown adult, why are you staring at someone? Like you know better than that. You know better than that. You are not supposed to be staring at anybody. Oh my gosh. Number 6. Number 6 is do not talk to the person that they're with instead of them. Mini story time. I'm in Subway and I'm with one of my friends, and you know how you go down the line at Subway and you tell them what you want on your sandwich? Mind you, I'm loud enough for you to hear me whether I'm tall or sitting down. So basically they were just talking to my friend, asking my friend what I want on my sandwich like I don't have a mouth. And I was so like, you talking to my friend like my friend gonna pay for it. Don't talk to the person that they're with instead of them. They're still a person. They're probably grown as hell, okay? 9 times out of 10, they're not disabled mentally. So they can have a conversation just like I'm talking to y'all right now. Okay, so don't talk to the person that they're with instead of them. That is so like degrading in a way. Number 7 is like, it depends on how and like what context it's in. If you're already having a conversation with the person and y'all are just talking already and then you want to get into this, you know, question, that's cool. But just straight out, flat out walking up to someone and then asking them this question is kind of rude, and this happened to me quite a few times. So do not walk up to someone in a wheelchair and ask, oh my gosh, what happened to you? Oh my gosh, that first of all, that's awkward. That's awkward because it's like, dang, like, especially like, you know, you chilling, you having a good day and somebody walk up to you, oh my gosh, what happened to you? It's like you got like 3 seconds to get out my face. Don't do that. That is very disrespectful to ask someone, oh my gosh, what happened to you? Like they are just in the terriblest, that's not word, whatever, the terriblest condition possible that you have ever seen, and you just feel so sorry. Don't do that. That is like, that, don't do that. That's so rude. Oh my gosh. Number 8. Now I've been told this so many times, and it's just like I don't even know how to respond to it, because if I respond to it the way the old me would have responded to it, it's not gonna be nice. So, you know, thank God I've grown a lot. Do not tell someone, oh my gosh, you're too pretty to be in a wheelchair. That is like the equivalent of telling someone you're too ugly to be walking. Number 9, do not randomly approach someone in a chair and say, I'm so sorry. I know many people are empathetic and it's a form of empathy, but it can also come off as like sympathy, like you're feeling sorry for them, you know, for even like for having to be alive and be in this situation. So, you know, I understand to a certain extent, but it's like we're all here, we're all living and trying to live the best life possible with the lives that we were given, you know. So don't walk up to someone and just don't say to someone in a wheelchair, I'm so sorry, because for one, it's like, how do you respond to that? It's like, what do you say to someone who's looking at you and just like, I'm so sorry? It's like, it's just awkward. So like, whenever someone has said that to me, I've just kind of looked at them and been like, yeah. It's like, I don't feel sorry for me. So I mean, like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just very awkward. Don't do that. Don't do that. Number 10, do not tell someone in a chair to slow down. If anybody uses a chair and watches this, if you're like me, then you're really fast, quick, you know, you move really fast in your chair. Like I out. Like, I mean, I'm flying down hills, anywhere. I move quick. I'm always doing something. I'm very active in my chair. Even though I use a chair, I'm very active. Don't tell someone to slow down like you're trying to refer to us as a car or something. Like, that is so disrespectful. Number 11, do not ask someone in a chair, can they date or do they date? We can all date. I don't know what this whole like craziness is. Maybe it's because it's not like, maybe because it's not in the media and you don't see it a lot, but it's like, that's the same thing but like interracial couples or any other couple that's not, you know, normal, quote unquote. Yes, we can date. Like, anybody can love and be loved. So that's not even, in my opinion, up for discussion. So yes, don't ask someone just because they're in a chair, can they date? Yes, we date just like you do. What are you saying? Number 12, do not ask them, do you know so-and-so or such and such in a wheelchair too? Do you know Omar that's in a wheelchair too? Like, we just all know each other or something. Like, what? No, I don't know your friend's girlfriend's baby mother dad that's in a chair. Like, what? No, don't ask somebody that. We do not all know each other. Just like all black people don't know each other, all Hispanic people don't know each other. Like, no, we don't all know each other just because we're in a chair. Oh my gosh. Number 13, do not tell someone, oh, good for you, after they've done a task or just something that like is simple to anyone, especially like someone that's able-bodied or like a normal person. Like, for example, if you're taking out the trash or like getting your clothes out the laundry basket, don't tell someone, oh, good for you, or you go girl, or something like that. It's just like, oh my gosh, stop, you're making this awkward. Like, you don't gotta say that. You don't gotta put the extra, just don't do that. That's very annoying. Number 14, if someone does something, do not say, oh, you're quick. For example, I go get my eyebrows done, and literally every time, I don't know why, but every time I get on the table, every time I get on the eyebrow table, my eyebrow lady is like, oh, you're quick. And I'm like, am I supposed to be slow or something? Like, am I supposed to be slow? Like, it's just, don't say that. Oh my gosh. Number 15. So number 15 is also in reference to number 1, which was don't get mad when like you offer your help to someone and they don't want it. Number 15 is don't help without asking. So if you see someone that's in a chair doing something, like literally minding their own business, doing whatever they're doing, even if it looks like they may be struggling or doing it slower than we know, of course you would do it, you know, don't help them anyway without their permission, because of course you're gonna be able to do it faster. It's like, it's not that we're doubting your ability to do it for us. It's like, once you've had your like independence taken away from you pretty much, and when I say that, I mean like wheelchair users that have not always been wheelchair users. This is like, I'm talking about us. Do not do it anyway, because once you've had your independence pretty much like taken from you, once you start to get it back, it's the best feeling ever. So when someone is just trying to do something for you all the time, it's like you don't really get to do it yourself. You don't get to like, you know, accomplish anything. You don't want someone always thinking that they have to do something for you all the time, especially when you can do it yourself. So yeah, don't help without permission. Just let them do it, and I'm pretty sure anybody is gonna ask for help if they. Number 16, overdoing the compliments because you feel like they probably have low self-esteem. I cannot tell you guys how many times this has happened to me. This is not to say that I've never got compliments, you know, prior to my injury or whatever, but I noticed like sometimes I'll just be out, like literally, first of all, sometimes I don't even be looking cute. I don't even be cute, like, and I'll be in like Walmart or something, and somebody will walk up to me and be like, and like tap my shoulder and be like, girl, you're gorgeous. I'm like, girl, you lying? Like, you lying, because I look hit right now. Stop playing with me. I don't know why some people feel the need to like over compliment people with disabilities, because they feel like we all just have low self-esteem, and that's just not true. Like, I don't know why people think that. Like, if anything, the highest of self-esteem that I've ever had in my life. So I don't need like the constant reassurance from people who feel like I have low self-esteem because I use a wheelchair, you know? So just like, don't overdo it. And we can tell when you're overdoing it. So just, if it's like a genuine compliment and you really feel like whatever you're saying is true and you want to compliment someone, by all means, you know, be positive, shed light, stuff like that. But if you're just overdoing the compliments because you feel like they need to hear it, or because you feel like they might have low self-esteem and you're trying to help them build their self-esteem back up, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, not everyone that uses a chair or has a disability, period, you know, has low self-esteem. So just don't assume that, you know. Number 17, do not bend down to talk to someone that's in a chair. We can hear you just as fine standing up than if you're bent over talking to us like a child. I mean, hands on the knees, bent down. Don't do that. Just, what are you doing? I can hear you. Number 18, if you see someone rolling down the aisle or down the street or whatever it is, you see someone using a chair, do not jump out of their way like they don't know how to control their own chair, like they're gonna hit you or something. I remember this happened to me in Starbucks. I was coming in and I was in line and this girl just like, I mean, jumped like boom out the way, and I'm just like, sis, nobody's gonna hit you. Like, I'm not even going fast. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for a couple years now. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm not gonna run you over. I don't think I've ever ran anyone over like outside, other than my friends and family. This does not apply to y'all because sometimes I run y'all over on purpose. I'm not gonna lie. I spilled the tea. Tea is out. Secret's out. Sorry. This doesn't apply to y'all because, you know, sometimes I need to run y'all over sometimes so y'all can know not to play with me. All right. Number 19. Number 19. If you're out anywhere, just out and about, and you see someone you know that uses a chair, unless y'all are very close, don't tell them, oh, well done, good for you for getting out and about. Like, are we supposed to stay in the house or something? Like, huh? Well, good for you. I'm glad you're not in the house either. Like, I don't know. Like, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. And the last one, just don't treat them any different. That's really all I can say. I know, you know, we have different abilities, but we're all human. So just don't treat them any different, you know. We make really good friends, actually. We make good girlfriends and good boyfriends and good wives and husbands. We're just like anybody else. So don't treat them any differently. Don't treat us any differently. I'm not gonna exclude myself from this conversation, okay? Because we're all human, and at the end of the day, we just want to be treated like everyone else, okay? So yeah. Okay, you guys, this is the end of this video. This video was actually very entertaining for me. Don't take anything I said too much to heart, but just keep in mind some of the things that I mentioned the next time you see your wheelchair friend or stranger. Once again, I love you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for my next video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.